entering year 3 as the head coach at Georgetown. It's Patrick Ewing who joins us from D.C. Coach, what did you learn about your group heading into this season in your Bahamas trip?
Well, the trip was about team bonding. So I thought that we did a very good job of bonding, working through some kinks. It was a great opportunity to get some great practice in. It was a great experience. I think that we have a long way to go before the November 6th when our is our first game. But it was a great opportunity to work with everybody. Everybody getting an opportunity to be around each other, practice, and all of those types of stuff.
You told me in your first year that bricks had to be laid. A foundation needed to be put in place. Right. With that foundation in place, how do expectations change this upcoming season?
Well, our expectation hasn't changed any. I still think we're still the foundation has been laid, and we're still putting up the building. The best is still yet to come. We have a long way to go, especially now. The season is still it's a long way away, but it's still close. It's still right around the corner. So we're still growing, we're still working, we're still developing. We're going to have 6 new faces on this team. So everybody has to do their part to be able for us to be able to gel.
One of those new faces that Hoya fans will be used to seeing is Omer Yurtseven, the NC State transfer, who really fills the hole left by Jesse Govan, who graduated this past year. What does Omer bring to the table, Coach?
He's a proven commodity. He's a person that has played extremely well at NC State, and I'm expecting great things out of him. He has to continue to work, continue to develop, but he's going to be the person to take Jesse's place. Jesse had a great career here at Georgetown in his 4 years. He's in Japan now playing, and Omer has to fill that void, and I think he's very capable of doing that.
Staying along with that thought of him coming in and helping you down low, on the offensive side of the basketball, you were able to score with anybody in the Big East last year. What needs to happen to turn the corner defensively?
And I think we have. We've brought in some guys that are very good defensively. We brought in Galen Alexander. He was a JUCO kid. We brought in Myron Gardner. He's out of Detroit, but he played at Spire Academy last year. We brought in Qudus Wahad. He's from the area. He's a big. We brought in Malcolm Wilson from South Carolina. We also brought in Terrell Allen. Those are to name a few. And I think that everyone that we brought in is a piece to the puzzle that we need to add, and they're only going to help us to be better, especially in the future. And everyone has to take it upon themselves to be a much better defender than we were last year. That was our Achilles heel. We could score with anyone in the country, but our defense is the reason why we weren't able to be as good a team as we needed to be.
I'm sure you're coaching defense on the hardwood, but if you ever needed to show them any footage of defense, I think you could find some.
Yeah, I think, it's funny because everywhere I've been, both in college as a player, in the NBA as a player, and also coaching in the NBA, we've always been great defensive teams. So that's one of the things that I've been definitely stressing and putting a huge emphasis on getting better at. So we'll have to see how it works out or turns out when we start playing.
You still can send shots back.
No, those days are long gone.
Well, I think James Akinjo and McClung, you've got the height advantage on them, Coach. You don't have to jump. So all they have to do is drive the hole. You're waiting for them.
They have youth, and I'll take the youth. I have the knowledge, but they have the youth.
Let's stick with them. What kind of a leap do you want to see James and Mac make from year 1 to year 2?
Well, not only James and Matt, but also Josh LeBlanc. You know, we have those three guys. Any one of them could have been freshman of the year. James was the one who received the award, but they all had great years for us. And we need for them to continue their maturation process and also development. So, you know, I've been on them about, you know, growing not only on the court, but also off the court and becoming better players.
Josh LeBlanc, you said to him in Jamaica, that was way back in November, in his freshman. You said, you keep playing the way you're playing, and it's going to be hard for me to have you come in off the bench. And sure enough, he became a starter for you. What kind of a problem does he present when he's on the floor?
Well, just his energy he's relentless. He's tiresome. He goes after every basketball. At one point, he was averaging double-double. And that's what we're going to need out of him. You know, if I call a play for him or not, his energy, his effort, it never changes, and that's what I love about him. That's what I loved about him when I recruited him coming out of high school, and you know, he has to continue to grow and continue to develop his game. But I see that in him. For
you, on the recruiting trailway, you've been able to lay the foundation with some kids who have come in and really taken a lead role already. I don't want you to necessarily unveil the secret ingredients, but what's your approach in recruiting that's led you to success?
You know, you have to love it. You know, it's a huge part of every program. And, you know, that's one of the things when I first got this job, everyone would talk about is he going to be able to recruit? Is he going to put in the time that it takes to recruit? Well, I've proven that, you know, I want to be successful at this job. So in order to be successful, you'll have to embrace the recruiting. You have to enjoy it. And, you know, that's how I look at it. You know, night in, night out, day in, day out, 365 days of the year. It's all about trying to get better players or better talent here.
In terms of Big East headlines, Patrick, UConn is returning in 2020. What's your reaction to the Huskies being added back in?
Well, I think it definitely strengthens the conference. They're one of the original teams that were there. You know, we used to have a lot of fun going to Connecticut and playing them, and also them coming here and playing us. They have a rich tradition, and I'm sure every team in the Big East is looking forward to the day when we can really step out there and play against them.
What's your biggest takeaway from the first 2 years when 18 times, and next year it'll be 20, you're looking across the sideline, you see Ed Cooley, Jay Wright, Kevin Willard, and the list goes on of coaches and going up against them night in and night out?
Well, the Big East, we have some great coaches, great personalities. Ed Cooley, he's, you know, every time I see him, he cracks me up. Jay Wright, he has done an outstanding job of building Villanova's program. You know, every head coach at every school has done an outstanding job of trying to, you know, build their program and to try to get the Big East back to where it was like when I was in school. And, you know, we're proud of the things that everyone have done. And, you know, it's our goal here at Georgetown to try to beat all of them, just like it's their goal to try to beat us.
Patrick, thanks for the time.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And once again, it's always great to come on with you.